Hello and welcome to another trading week and to another MCO video. We only want to take a look at the shorter time frame. If you're interested in the larger time frame, check out my last video yesterday. I covered the daily time frame as well. But overall, not much happened since that video. The parameters are all still relevant. It's incredible. It's incredible that Bitcoin is holding up so well while a lot of money is I would say leaving leaving the altcoin space. We can take a quick look at where that money might be going. So we want to take a look at that in this video, at least from a stablecoin point of view. So we'll take a quick look at USDT dominance. Find that quite interesting, quite insightful. And then here on the Bitcoin chart, we're still dealing with this sideways range. Really, the chart hasn't really changed in any significant way since December, since I've been warning about the possibility that we're getting close to a major price top. Don't think we've topped yet. I mentioned all the major support levels in the last video on the larger time frame. But yeah, I mean, the idea is we are getting close to a price top. Bitcoin looks exhausted. The space doesn't look incredibly healthy. Bitcoin miners suffering, which is all different from previous cycles, right? I wrote an article today for our members on Discord about how this cycle is different. And that it's just not a copy-paste from 2021 and 2017, but it's been what I've been saying all along. So even though a lot of people are still following that narrative, but it's potentially dangerous. So I would argue most people without Elliott Wave wisdom, they will just follow a copy-paste approach from previous cycles, and it most likely will not have led to the best decisions, I would argue, given that the cycle is just different. We have various examples. Again, one example, the crypto miners, that Bitcoin miners are suffering. They are weak. They've typically been outperforming Bitcoin. A lot of altcoins have been outperforming Bitcoin or did outperform Bitcoin in previous cycles, at least temporarily. The so-called altcoin season, well, that hasn't happened. And there are just a couple of examples. There are some more. But overall, the idea is we are close to a top. We haven't topped yet. At least Bitcoin is still holding up quite well. We are still in a range. The parameters we discussed over the last few weeks are all relevant. I mean, here, for anybody who's new on the channel, I'm still watching here for the yellow scenario to play out. You might ask, is it really the most probable one? Well, I mean, Bitcoin had chances to break out to the upside, opportunities, I should rather say, and so far has failed, has not managed to break above previous highs, has not broken above the 3rd of February high. This is crucial. I mean, this is what needs to happen next, a break above 102,560. And so far, this is still outstanding. This is something to watch for still, absolutely. But any break, but again, I'm still watching for another final rally to round about 130K. But a breakdown to round about 80 to 85K is possible before that final rally happens. And this is the white scenario. So it might be that we go down a little bit lower before that final rally happens. Not what I'm primarily watching for. I did say yesterday I'm quite neutral. Before that I said I'm slightly leaning towards the yellow scenario. I mean, it's a range, okay? So until we really get some clarity about which direction it wants to break out here, the price, it is really difficult. Normally when we're in a range, I try to anticipate which direction we're breaking out of, up or down. This is really, really tricky, given that a lot of bullish setups kind of have morphed, a lot of bearish setups have morphed, and the price has just been moving sideways. So I said in yesterday's video, I think the best approach is if you trade this, just trade the range. You can make some money of it, but until we really get a meaningful break above 102,570, essentially, there isn't really any upside breakout confirmation. I would say a break above the Friday high, 99,570, that is still that would be a first signal that the bulls are making a comeback here locally, at least. Whereas any break below the last swing low at from the 18th of February at around 93,450, that would be a signal that the bears are starting to take the lead short term, yeah. But here in the short term, really, I think let's see if the US market will give us some further insights. I wanted to take a look at USDT dominance. Why is that important? Because, well, if money isn't flowing into Bitcoin and Bitcoin's price is still stable, right, from altcoins, where's that money going? Is it flowing back into stablecoins? In this case, we should see USDT dominance go up. Let's take a quick look. And there you go. What wouldn't be a good sign? What wouldn't be a good sign is if also USDT, market cap USDT, if that wasn't showing. 1 second. So we can also take a look at USDT market cap. Actually, is that? So certainly, it seems like money is flowing from altcoins into USDT at least. We can argue that this might be the case for other stablecoins as well. Market cap USDT. Let's see if that is going up actually. If that was going down, it would certainly not be a good sign, because then, altcoin money would leave crypto entirely. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, there are other things that influence market cap. I mean, they can always issue new USDTs, but seems like throughout February, so money is flowing into USDT. Okay, so you see that into January, market cap was declining. But now it's been going up since, mid-January. Mid-January. Okay, when did that correction start? Mid-January, all right? So while Bitcoin is holding quite stable, I would argue not too much money is flowing from Bitcoin into USDT, but because the altcoins are just suffering, USDT dominance is going up. It's likely it's moving from altcoins into stablecoins. So that's what we see right now. So once this starts to drop again, would be a good signal. At the moment, I don't see that signal for a drop. However, we're now in initial resistance, right? In initial resistance. Now, not that this is a reliable Elliott Wave count here on USDT dominance market cap. It is just something to watch. Just trying to identify some general tendencies here. Please note that this is not a reliable Elliott Wave view, especially not on the micro level. And the trend still seems to be up in the very short term, but it's a corrective rally so far. So I would say once we get a breakdown, and the thing is, can we get a trend line here? Do we have enough touch points? No, not so much. Yeah, maybe 3 touch points there. So once we break below that trend line, it might be a signal that wave 5 to the downside has started. So essentially, we have seen a slight dip below the March lows. Now, you could say a bullish alternative, short-term bullish, would be that USDT dominance is testing this line again. Then we go down in what would be a wider circle B. This is possible because this formed like a pretty much nearly a triple bottom, which often is an internal B wave. So alternatively, A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. Let me change the color. It's just something. Yeah, and then A wave up, because it's a 3-wave move down so far. In that case, the upper resistance area would be relevant again. So that would obviously be a scenario in which also the altcoins would suffer probably more, together with Bitcoin dropping into the mid 80K region. White scenario essentially for Bitcoin. So that should give us some insights. Not much more to say. Bitcoin is still in a range. So until Bitcoin breaks out of the local range, the situation isn't very favorable for the sector. And I'll keep you updated. So hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure you follow us on our main channel, MCO Global. Yesterday I uploaded a video about 3 trading strategies from an Elliott Wave point of view. How can you trade with Elliott Wave? Day before I covered Ethereum in detail. What is the effect from the Bybit hack on the Ethereum price? XRP, many updates also about other asset classes. Talked about how I'm trading PayPal this week. So check it out if you're interested. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.